What's up, everybody? Ben Ramsey here for Odd Shopper. NFL Week 4 is already here. It's going to be Thanksgiving before we know it, but in the meantime, we got a lot to break down, specifically NFL Survivor. Who to take, who to avoid. Are you alive somehow? If you are and you're watching this video, first of all, let's celebrate because 95% of pools, 95% of pools entries are gone. And there's been a minefield, but we're going to get into it. If you're still alive, the options. We're going to give you a safe pick, a risky pick, and then ultimately who I would go with. First things first, if you're just joining us for the channel, maybe you just found us, take a look around. We do a lot more than Survivor here. All things betting, from picks to tools to breakdowns. If you like what we see on this channel, you like our style, welcome aboard. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Get into it. So last week, first of all, I got knocked out along with many other people, and I thought I had it because I survived Sunday with a Monday night pick of the Bengals. And we all saw what the Bengals did. They didn't punt, that's what, but they also didn't win. So, unfortunately, I have been relegated to the dust. But here we go. So, let's get this right out in the open. Very, very easy. If you're in a pool, and I've said this every week, and quote unquote, the safe pick, and then it always loses. That's the way it's been. But there is no argument, at least in my mind, that if you were going with the most obvious pick of the week and you didn't care about anything else besides that, it is the San Francisco 49ers. That much is clear to me. They are at home against the Patriots. They are a double-digit favorite. The money line is upwards of north of minus 500. We're talking upwards of minus 550. It's everything you could ask for in a Survivor pick. Now, bad things. You lose the Niners. That becomes less and less important given how the year is unfolded, though, because realistically, are we really going to week 15, 17, 14 in these pools? Maybe not. So you may want to up chance of survival and decrease planning ahead, depending on how many people are left in your pool. Now, the Niners did blow a game to the Rams that they should not have lost last week. They are extremely hurt. Debo, McCaffrey, Kittle, all sorts of, see who's back. We'll see what, even if none of them play, though, you still have Ayuk and Jennings. You have Mason. You're at home against the Patriots, who are awful. They did absolutely nothing against the Jets. Doesn't matter who they throw at quarterback. There's nothing they can really do here. I think it's a pretty simple evaluation that the Niners back home are not going to let another game slip away. You will lose the Niners in terms of opportunity cost, but barring something very crazy, you will, in fact, survive in advance. So to get everything started, let's just get this out of the way. The obvious pick of the week is certainly the Niners. I'm not saying I would bet them, but I would certainly declare them the best Survivor pick in terms of chance of success. I mentioned about betting. I mentioned, honestly, I haven't really talked about tails. I'll take you there in just a second. What we're doing there is awesome. It's really simple. We built out a marketplace to highlight so many different content creators and so people can connect and get more access. Say you're in a Survivor pool and you really want to talk through your pick. Obviously, we can't dialogue on this video, but if you come into Tails and you hop in the Discord, you can do just that. We have all of these channels, each person. I'm right here. We've got questions coming in already. Drop the bets. They all just sync right into here. It's fun. It's engaging. It's a good community. If you're into that, if you've been thinking about joining, like I said, I'm going to bring this up. I'm not a huge self-promoter, but it's a really fun time. I've got a code there, JazzRez50. Make it very affordable. Come check it out. Like I said, NFL, college football, NBA is going to be here soon enough. I dabble in NHL. Whatever people want, we break down in there. Link is below. I'll see you in there. Let's get back to it. Back to Survivor. That's what we're here to do. Risky pick. Well, if you've been living dangerously, you may have been rewarded because that's how you really get to this point. And I'll give you a team that I can promise you 100% that you have available. You know why? Because they have no wins. So by just obvious reason, they have to be available for you. And that would be the Cincinnati Bengals, who have knocked out probably over half your pool. They are minus 200, minus 220 range on the road against Carolina. No one's going to want to do this. Why would you want to do this? It's extremely risky, no doubt about it. But Cincinnati still is the favorite here. It still is Carolina, who looked worlds better with Andy Dalton. There's no argument there. But the Raiders are the Raiders. So, we've seen in the NFL time and time again, teams have a really good performance, and then the next week they regress. Cincinnati got absolutely dismantled by Jaden Daniels. They simply could not stop them. That, of course, was the negative. They're 0-3. They've lost to the Patriots. They've lost to the Washington Commanders. None of that is good. The positives, Joe Burrow and that offense are still a dangerous force. Chase, Higgins has been back. Moss, they didn't punt either. I already alluded to that. So there are some pieces. And then I still believe that the Bengals will make it a season. I don't think it's a lost year just yet at 0-3, but you go to 0-4 and you lose to Carolina, it could be almost curtains time. So this is a huge game, but so was Monday night. I want to be clear. That's why the risk reward comes into play. But I look at this, I still have some questions about Carolina. Certainly, like I said, they played better with Andy Dalton, Deontay Johnson. If they can limit Chuba on the ground, I still think this is a game for Cincinnati to ultimately get it done. Again, you obviously have them available. We all know that. And if you are planning ahead, I expect most people, just given the landscape and the pain that's been going on, they're going to go to the Niners. You can be different. And if somehow San Francisco lost and you're in a large pool, it could be the final break that you need to actually see the finish line this early. I'm not going to say you're going to win it in week 4, but you would lose certainly more than half the pool again, and those numbers will continue to dwindle. So Cincinnati as an against the grain pick. One last pick for you guys, and I also want to mention it's on the screen. Bet365, bet 5, get 200 in bet credits. Listen, if you're playing in Survivor and you want to hedge or something, if you're just betting games and you want some extra money in the bankroll, getting $200 in bonus bets just for betting $5, certainly worth your time. The link is below. 21 plus, 18 Kentucky. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. But it's very simple. If Bet365 is in your state, take a moment, bet $5, bet on your favorite game. Like I said, bet it on a hedge. Win or lose, it doesn't matter. You're getting $200 in bonus bets. Goes a long way. You can do a lot with that. So it's never bad to at least know if it's available for you. Now, where would I go in Survivor? I would go to the Jets. I would go to the Jets. Simple as that. Now, I want to give a caveat. It's my video. I can kind of do whatever I want here. The Jets are probably, for a lot of you watching, the reason you are still alive, because the Jets were the only obvious pick last week that won. They beat the Patriots on Thursday. So I'm gonna give something extra for you guys in just a second. I want to talk to the people who have the Jets available. Why I think they're a really good pick. So if you didn't use them against New England, obviously you don't have that game available. That was a really good spot. The Jets are still at home here against a rookie quarterback. They're around a touchdown favorite, minus 350 range in the money line. That's very healthy. They get the long week, which is nice. Rodgers has been really good, just a single pick. They're protecting him nicely. Brees Hall, Braylon Allen, Garrett, there's a ton of weapons for them. Now, Denver did look awesome last week. There's no doubt that they made strides. Can they recreate that over and over? I would say no. I think the Jets defense certainly has some things that are going to cause more problems for Bo Nix than we saw with Tampa's front. They were really not able to get home as much as I thought that they would. New York, extra time to prep at home. Tough spot for Denver. I don't see them passing this test. I really do like the Jets. I think all in all, they check a lot of boxes. You already lost one of the New England pieces. So in terms of their easy games, this is a good time to burn the Jets if you haven't already. Now, I want to just say quickly, if you have used them, you can say, well, that doesn't serve me any good. I don't have them available. One factor, one game that I didn't talk about because it's very difficult to know is this game right here. The Chiefs and the Chargers. You see this big money line. I don't know exactly confirmed the status of Herbert and the Chargers. Keep an eye on that. If he misses and the Chargers look decimated, you're going to probably have the Chiefs available. I don't know where you would have used them. You could use them in this spot as well. So that's kind of a bonus pick. I want to make sure I'm not just giving you picks and giving you no purpose. So if you didn't have the Jets available, Kansas City to me would be the next best option. They're living dangerously, but they are winning games. And I do expect them to look pretty damn good if they do, in fact, get a Herbertless Los Angeles Chargers. There you have it, friends. Appreciate everyone at JazzRazBets on Twitter. Anything you guys want, anything I do to help, just tweet me. And of course, again, one last call. Link is below, man. I hope to see a lot of new faces and tails. We have people joining every day. The marketplace, it's fun. It's engaging. I believe it's profitable. It's a really fun time in a community that I'm really proud of. So we'll see you in there. Hope to see. And make sure you hop in Discord when you do. Make sure you hop in Discord. Let's survive one more week. I'll be rooting for everyone on this video. I want to see someone take this whole thing down in Survivor. And on that note, for me, for the Niners, the Bengals, the Jets, and kind of the Chiefs. Good luck. Survive in advance, friends. And I'll talk to you next week.